Hi, it's Paul from Hench Herbivore. Today I'm going to show you how to throw a lead hook. Okay, so as per the weight class, the left hook in the sweep, you've got the option of an open hand palm strike with the base of your palm, okay, or a closed fist punch, either this way. Obviously for self-protection, in the street, an open hand strike is a lot less likely to damage your hand. Okay, if you're a trained fighter, you may prefer to punch. Some people like to punch here, some here. I would suggest for self-protection in the street, you know, with nerves, movement, it can be quite hard to be accurate. It might be better to have this slightly bigger surface, so when you hit the jaw, you know, you might be more likely to cause a knockout rather than just skating off, which you would have done with your hand that way. Again though, personal preference. It's hard to generate power just throwing a hook just from your normal stance. So self-protection wise, as I talked about in episode 1, when we talk about our hands, we've got our concealed sort of a guard. And then if you're going to throw a lead hook, I would suggest you would do this kind of a movement, kind of like an exclamation. Obviously there'd be some dialogue going on. You're like, what? And then from there, we've wound up, and we can make power, rather than just trying to make power from, you know, a half-cocked position. For in-fight or boxing-wise, you can come off of a slip. Okay, for straight punches coming at your jaw, you can slip. Again, we've wound up the punch. A hook punch, we can roll. Okay, and again, the weight's planted on the front leg, and we can make power. Or it can follow on in a combination from another punch, where your hips turning over. There. Speaking of which, again, power comes from the floor and up. So we need a sharp, big rotation of the front ankle. And in New York gym, they call it crushing the cockroach. Being vegan, we don't use that reference. Okay, so big twist. We're basically door hinge principle again. This is the door. This time the hinge is on the rear hip. And we're trying to slam the door as hard as we can. Okay, we're keeping the shoulder back. Okay, so there's a split between the hip and then the shoulder. Okay, this is how we generate power. Same as when we throw the right cross in episode 2. Okay, just a couple of points where people sometimes go wrong. Okay, they might get the hip motion nicely, but they might be up on the toes on the back foot, so they end up over leaning. Okay, so you want to plant this foot, okay, and then ripping round there. Also, it's a close range punch, so you don't want to be doing that. It's basically elbow high, and the rotation brings the hand round. And as I say, like a good hook punch, if you miss with the fist, you can hit with the elbow. So again, that thing of following through your strike, not impacting on the surface, but kind of a 6-inch penetration on the end of the shot. You'd like that, wouldn't you? If you've enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time.